watching the leaves falling in, and you were something like a dream. Oh, so perfect, couldn't talk to me. The time moves slow when you're all alone, and the time moves slow when you're out on your own. And the time moves slow when you're missing a friend, and the time moves slow when you get to the end. Running away is easy, it's the leading that's hard. Running away is easy, running away is easy.
On YouTube, this is your boy Aaron. Signing back in with another video. Hopefully nothing pulls me out of this water. Like if y'all ever seen Friday the 13th, Jason come out the water, pull you down there. Praying that nothing could take me out this water, man. But anyways, y'all. I know I've been wearing a lot of green lately through these past videos, but I don't know. I don't know what it been. I just been feeling the mood of green these past couple of days. So if y'all curious why I'm keep wearing green, that's just your answer. I just been wearing green because I just been feeling like throwing on more green this week. So I don't know. It's a green week. But anyways, hopefully y'all are having a great day. Just got out the gym and everything. But anyway, let's get straight to the video, y'all, because I know y'all just came here straight for the video. Let's dive straight into it. But anyways, today's video is about, like, if you're feeling lonely or just feeling alone in general. I just want to remind you that, you know, even me, like, sometimes, like, on this, I just want to remind y'all, like, throughout my life, y'all, like, one thing I could say is just, like, I always felt lonely. I don't know if it just been me feeling that way, but, like, growing up, like, even, like, last year and stuff, like, I always felt like I was just alone, you know. Like, I feel like I had people. The funny thing about it, I had people around me, but for some reason, like, I still felt alone. Like, nobody understood me, nobody got me, or nobody could really truly understand how I was feeling or what I was going through throughout the times. And I'm saying this because, like, I know, like, a lot of people go through this. Like, I hear a lot of stories of people just feeling alone and feeling like they don't want to even make friends. Like, what's the point of making friends? But even throughout life, like, I don't know what it been like. But anyway, just a little story. Like, just growing up all the time as a kid, like, I always wanted to feel like I had that one friend that I was really cool with, like, that really understood me and everything. But, you know, throughout time, like, I started understanding that nobody's gonna fully understand you. Nobody's gonna get your story, and you gotta understand, like, this alright, you know. Not everybody's meant to understand your story. Whatever season this season that you're going through, like, if you're alone right now, or if you always been alone, you never made friends or anything, like, I just want to remind you, like, you're really truly never alone, to be honest. I know that we have times where we feel like we alone and everything, and nobody's there to talk to. Like, even today, like, I had to get away from my brother because I wanted some alone time. Like, even like today, y'all, like, I just came out here, wanted to take a walk by myself and be alone. Like, and one thing I understand, like, I get my joy out of being alone, but, you know, one thing I just understand is, like, I really get my joy out, my peace and everything from having my alone time. Like, you know, the story of just me growing up as a kid, like, I always try to fit in and do all this extra stuff to have friends around me and everything. But once I start just going on this journey, this spiritual journey with God and everything, like, I started really noticing, like, a lot of people start getting cut out of my life, and I've been really feeling just, like, very lonely throughout my journey. And, you know, y'all see me throughout friends and stuff, but one thing I can just say is, like, I still don't feel like nobody. I just know that nobody really truly understands what I'm going through, my situation, but God. And I just want to remind you, like, throughout today's video, that if you're going through like a lonely season, like you're really not alone, y'all. I know it's hard to, I know if you, I know it's, but I just want to remind you, like, if you really can't make no friends, or like you just feel like, or you just been alone, like on this lone path, and you feel like you feel like nobody gets you or anything. I just want to remind you, like, that you're really not alone. You know, you're probably alone in the physical world, but you're really not gonna be, you're not really alone. And I want to remind you, like, there comes time in our life where if our silence feels louder than our comes a moment in our life when the silence feels louder than our any crowd, when you look around and realize no one seems to understand what you're going through. Feeling alone can make the world feel smaller, colder, and hard to face. Some of the strongest people you ever meet have walked through long nights and loneliness, and they learn something powerful in those quiet hours, that the peace doesn't always come from others. But I just want to remind you, like, wherever, if you have been feeling alone, like just alone in general, like, I just want to remind you, like, bro, you are really and truly not alone. And I know it hurts, like, you can't, not everybody gets it, not everybody understands. And one thing I'm just understanding about my path of being alone is just like, the more I try to talk to people, like, the more I try to one thing I'm getting on this path is, just even this journey of me doing YouTube, like, not a lot of people get my story, not a lot of people show up for my story. And it sometimes be feeling like I'm alone, and I know and sometimes it does hurt. Like, I be wanting to have that person. And once upon one, like, a couple months ago, I had somebody that I had to let go. And ever since I, like, let go of her, that let go of this person that was in my life, like, I don't know, it just, a lot of stuff just start to feel like it's on me. But I just want to remind you, like, even throughout this season, me just feeling alone and not, and I gotta do everything by myself. Like, it says in the Bible that I came across, it's a verse I came across that says, like, fear not, for I am with you, and dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, and I'll uphold you with my righteousness right hand. So the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. So, like, even like throughout this journey of me not feel like not a lot of people getting my story, or me just feeling lonely sometimes, having lonely nights, like, I really start to remind myself, like, I'm not really alone in God, and He's right there near me. Even on these today when I came out here and I walked, like, before I picked this camera up, I was really just talking to God and telling Him, like, how amazing this park I'm just at, like, is very beautiful. Because this is my first time at this park, and I was just like, dang, this is really amazing, God. Like, look at your creation. And throughout my life, it's been very lonely. Even when I have friends around me, it started getting to the point where I feel like they didn't really get what I was going through. And I know it's hard sometimes, and it was very hard for me to, like, to try to build bonds with people. Growing up, I always been like that introvert. Like, I haven't really wanted to go expose myself to talk to people. And I found my peace in just being by myself and being in my own space. But then some days I just be like, dang, I wish I had a friend, like a good friend that I could talk to, a good friend that that can really just truly understand what I'm going through. But I have to understand, like, everybody has their own story, and not everybody's supposed to get it. As long as it makes sense to you, that's all that matters. And if you're feeling alone, for anybody that's out there that is feeling alone, I just want to remind you, like, you are not alone. You have Jesus with you. He's guiding you through your steps, and you're going to get through it, And He's leading you to, like, some right people to help you on your journey. Because I know sometimes, one thing I just know about me now being, my journey is just being alone, like, He starts leading, like, aligning me with the right people. And even like when I even being like in a crowd full of people, I remember when I even a story, a little quick story. Like I remember even like going to a party. I used to always try to distract myself going to parties and going around the environment, just to not feel alone. Just to start coming to realization that I'm here by myself. Like I'm not here by myself, but like I'm alone, and I don't know what it is, y'all. Like I try sometimes to make friends and do a lot of things for them, but sometimes just like I just don't be wanting to be around nobody. I don't really know what to say on that. Sometimes I just really be want to have my peace and quietness. My life already is like a whole bunch of distractions behind this camera. When this camera's off, like I don't know what it is. Like I just get distracted on too much. Like I would say social scrolling and everything, but the main point of the story, y'all, it's not like me just talking about my alone journey and all that. Main point of the story is just to remind you. It's just like the duck over here quacking. But whatever you're going through in this season and you're feeling alone, you're not alone. You know, God is within you. And just always remember that, you know, even through this season of me when I isolated myself, one thing I understood was I really started finding my peace and joy from just being with God and really trying to go after him. But yeah, that's about it, y'all. I just want to remind you you're not alone on this journey. And I know it can feel lonely. Feel like nobody understand you. Nobody understands. It feel like sometimes people can't understand you. You be wanting to tell people stuff, but you just know they won't get it. I just want to remind you, keep having your head up. Don't beat yourself up. And you know, one day you're gonna look up and God's gonna put somebody in your life that you're gonna really appreciate. Cause we're not really meant to be alone on this journey. You know, I feel like it's just even like me saying this a long story. Like I feel like it's really just us really finding more ourselves and everything. The God's really just putting us in a season, just finding more ourselves and connecting with Him, and for us to get prepared for the next people that's coming along. Because there's somebody out there for you, and I know a lot of social media try to tell you be alone and not to trust people and all that. Like I know that stuff be hard. You don't know who's gonna backstab you. It's just like a whole bunch of stuff that why some people feel alone, like they don't be wanting to be around people because people do too much. Like, and I get it, you know. Just a reminder, like when you feel alone, take a breath, lift your head up, and remind yourself, I am enough. I have survived every lonely night before, and this one, and I will rise again, stronger, wiser, and more whole than ever. Because you are never truly alone in this world. The world still needs your light. Just to remind you, you are a chosen one, and God, you are a chosen one, and you have a strong light. There's something about you that people just don't understand, and that's all right. You know, you don't have to go out here and tell everybody that, but people will see though. And I know it's sometimes you be wanting to make friends and all this and that, and want to do a lot for people. You just be wanting to do like have friends and have a circle. Like I get it, like, but something just keeps you just wanting to be alone. But one thing I want to just say, just don't try to let the devil tell you that you're alone. Like, really, because he will try to manipulate you on that. And don't let him get in your head and try to remind you that nobody cares for you. Nobody got your, like, nobody, there's nobody out here for you. Like, because there is somebody that goes back to my story. There is somebody out here for you. And you got to understand you just going through a season right now. But anyways, y'all, hope this really just inspired y'all. I know I was kind of all over the place. I know I was all over the place about just being alone, this topic of being alone. I just know alone, one thing about being alone is it sucks. Like, it really does. You just think so much, like, that you just get to the point where it's just like, you be so a little caught too much in it. And you would think like you don't need nobody or anything. Like, it's so much stuff that can happen. I don't want to get off too much topic, but going through this season, just feeling alone, you are not. And that's what I want to end it off on. You know, I love y'all. I love coming out here and talk to y'all. I love just showing up, like, in general. Then I just really have passion for just showing up and doing YouTube. Like, just I love doing this and talking to y'all about things I'm going through in my life, and I want to just come out here and talk to y'all. But anyways, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. God bless every single one of y'all. Your boy Aaron is signing out. I'm already throwing a peace sign up because I gotta get ready going. Peace, love, bro. The ducks quack in the background, and we gone.